So as much as I think Messi and Ronaldo are on a par, if I was a manager of a team and you give me one player to sign in the world of football, then I think it would be Ronaldo.
In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what the people are thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best. Maybe in your opinion, Messi is better than me, but in my mind, I'm better than him. So it's simple.
Is one better than the other, or are these two simply the very best?
Ronaldo's my boy.
Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest footballers of all time. 5 Ballon d'Ors, Champions League glory, and records that may never be broken. But even legends have their lowest points. For Ronaldo, there was a season that tested him like no other, a year filled with struggles on and off the pitch that most fans have either forgotten about or chosen not to talk about. This is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo's darkest year. By the late 2010s, Ronaldo was untouchable. He had conquered the Premier League with Manchester United, dominated La Liga with Real Madrid, and even brought success to Juventus. He was not just a footballer, he was a global icon. But with that level of success comes pressure. Every dip in form, every missed chance, every off-field issue becomes a headline. And in the 2021-22 season, it all just came crashing down. In August of 2021, Ronaldo made his fairy tale return to Manchester United. Fans have dreamed of the glory days coming back, the theater of dreams buzzing with his presence. And at first, it worked. He scored twice on his second debut. Netted the Champions League winners and carried the team at so many times throughout the season.
Ronaldo likes the look of this. Oh!
But beneath the surface, things were falling apart. Manchester United as a club was in chaos. Managerial changes left, right, and center, poor results, and a toxic dressing room. For Cristiano Ronaldo, the return quickly turned sour. Ronaldo still scored goals, but his game had changed since his first spell at Manchester United. At 37 years old, he couldn't press like modern managers demanded. Critics said that he was holding the team back, even when he was their top goal scorer.
So I think you've got to sit on the bench.
Younger teammates reportedly struggled to adapt to his presence, and pundits questioned whether his time at the very top was now over. For a player who built his identity on being the hardest worker, the ultimate professional, those criticisms, it cut pretty deep. But the darkest part of this year, it wasn't the football, it was personal. In April of 2022, Ronaldo and his partner Georgina Rodriguez suffered the devastating loss of their baby boy during childbirth.
For a Manchester United superstar, this is as sport should be.
Ronaldo was open about the pain, calling it the most difficult moment of his life.
And after 1 week, I say, let's be frontal, let's be honest with the kids. Let's say that Angel, which is the name, they go to the heaven.
For once, even his fiercest critics showed compassion. It was a reminder that behind the trophies and the goals, he was human, facing heartbreak that few people in this world could even imagine. Later that year, things went from bad to worse. At the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, Ronaldo lost his place in Portugal's starting lineup. For years, he had been the nation's hero, the man who delivered Euro 2016 glory. But now, a younger generation, led by Gonçalo Ramos, was now taking over. Watching Ronaldo sit on the bench, frustrated and emotional, was a shocking sight. It felt like the end of an era, not just for Portugal, but for one of football's greatest ever players. And then came the breaking point. In November 2022, Ronaldo gave a bombshell interview where he criticized Manchester United's management, the facilities, and even the manager Erik ten Hag.
They're trying to force you out.
Yes, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club. Nothing changed. Even the gym, it will be hard for Manchester to be in the top of the game.
He even went so far as to talk about the catering that was subpar at Manchester United. The fallout was immediate. His contract was terminated, and suddenly one of the greatest players in United's history was leaving the club in disgrace. For a man who had always controlled his narrative, it was the first time his story looked broken. So, why was this Ronaldo's darkest year? Well, it's because he faced so many different things in a single season that he has never ever truly faced throughout his career, and all of it just kept piling on. On the pitch, for the first time, people were now questioning if he could still compete at the highest level. Off the pitch, he suffered unimaginable personal tragedy, and publicly, his reputation took a massive hit after years of being seen as the ultimate professional. It wasn't just a bad season, it was the year Ronaldo went from untouchable to vulnerable. But if there's one thing about Cristiano Ronaldo, it's resilience. He built himself a whole new career, a whole new legacy out in Saudi Arabia at Al Nassr. Still scoring goals and still inspiring millions and millions of people around the world. His darkest year, it didn't erase his legacy, it humanized it, showing that even the greatest players have moments of weakness. And for many fans, it made him even more relatable. Cristiano Ronaldo's darkest year will never define him, but it reminds us that greatness comes with struggles too. For every record, for every trophy, there are battles that nobody sees. And in 2022, Ronaldo fought the hardest battles of his life. But he made it through that, and now he is still building on to his incredible legacy. But guys, what do you think? Did Ronaldo's darkest year tarnish his legacy, or did it just prove his greatness even more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more footballing content like this, and I will catch you on the next one.
What I wish for Manchester, it's what I wish for me. The best they can make, again, the best team they can. And I love that club. You know, I'm not that kind of guy that forgot the past. Manchester, they need to rebuild everything, in my opinion. The coach, they say they cannot compete to win the league and Champions League. You cannot say, if you are a Manchester United coach, you cannot say that you're not going to fight to win the league or Champions League.